Jared Wiley. All righty, Jared Wiley, last 2 years played over at TCU. Prior to that, played 19 to 21 over in Texas. So, yeah, he's a Texas boy through and through. Went from one Texas school to the next at that point. Surprised he didn't try to get, Texas Tech in there somehow or something like that. 6'6", 249 pounds, 23 years old. Last year, 47 receptions, 520 yards, 8 touchdowns. Year prior to that, 24 receptions, 245 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So definitely showed a good amount of, improvement here in this last year. That's for sure. I like to seeing that there. But definitely some issues still because his receiving is his big stuff. He's got good yak. He's got good hands. He's quick for his size. And I think he's got a high ceiling for being a potential late round pick as well, because the stuff that he needs work with is stuff that I think he can work on. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like you got it or you don't got it kind of stuff there. The stuff like the speed, the good hands and all, he has that. What he needs some work on blocking, and that's all technique. He's still aggressive when he goes to block. He still tries. Like he gets a participation trophy each time he goes out there. He's just not very good at it. And yeah, like I said, I think that if you get a guy in there who's going to work with him and teach him to block better, he'll be better at it. He also does have trouble getting separation as well. Obviously, it didn't hinder him too much there this past season in TCU. Some decent receiving numbers for a tight end there. But it's something at the next level that I think would affect him there. So he's got to improve on that as well. Overall, another guy we got a 6th round grade on at that point. So between Jared and Tip there, it's just a matter of, do you prefer a guy who's a blocking tight end to develop, or do you prefer a guy who's a receiving tight end? I put Jared above Tip just because of the fact that I feel like he has potential to go ahead and fix the blocking issues he has, whereas I don't think Tip is ever going to be a great receiving tight end.
Correct. There's a little bit more of a ceiling to Jared over here. You see the talent. Like if you even look at his 2022 with 24 receptions for 245 yards, he's in the same ballpark with 47 at 520. So like he's consistent. He puts in the work. Like a lot of the tape shows that he's a hard worker. So like with the right coach, like you said, maybe he could be a C grade level blocker in this league.
And remember too, guys, a lot of the biggest names out there at tight end are not the first round picks. We talked about this last year. We talked about tight ends, but it still holds true. The guys who are the first round picks don't always pan out. They're actually a pretty low success rate of them being stars. The guys who are the stars are the ones that are the 4th round or later for some reason. It's just weird how it works out. Darren Waller for us, I know we're a little frustrated with him when he's going to retire. Is he not going to retire? It's undrafted, if I remember correctly. I think Travis Kelce was a 4th round pick at that point.
4th or was he 3rd?
I thought he was a 4th round pick. I could be wrong. I don't have it in front of me.
It's in that ballpark. I think it was either low 3rd, high 4th. I forget.
George Kittle wasn't exactly a high draft grade, if I remember correctly, either at that point there. I mean, again, this is a position that the NFL scouts have the hardest time figuring out who's legit and who's not for some reason at this position. So I think it'd be fun to kind of keep an eye specifically at tight end how we do, because if we're right, NFL, one of you teams should hire us. One of you teams should hire us.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.